Today, I'm going to show you how to factorize a polynomial by using long division. Now in calculus, when you want to find your x-intercepts of a cubic equation or a cubic graph, then this long division can help. There's also another way to do it, which is called synthetic division, which I'll also be doing. So when we're doing long division of our polynomials, it works the same way as when we were doing long division when we were little. So we have our little long division stick, and we're just going to set it out basically the exact same way. So if I have 3x squared plus 7x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. So underneath my long division stick, I have a trinomial. And then outside my long division stick, I'm dividing it by x plus 3. So the process that we're going to follow is very, very simple. We are going to start with our highest degree of each of the expressions. So our highest degree will be the x in the x plus 3, and it will be the 3x squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the 3x squared with the x. Now remember, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it in columns, all right? So we're going to keep the x squareds together, we're going to keep the x's together, we're going to keep the constants together. Okay, so 3x squared divided by x is 3x. So I'm going to put that 3x by the 7x, so I'm putting it in the x column. Now I'm going to take that 3x and I'm going to multiply it with my two terms. So 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times 3 is positive 9x. All right, now with long division, we're going to subtract. So I'm going to put the subtraction outside. So obviously that subtraction is going to change the signs. So 3x squared minus positive 3x squared, which is the same as 3x squared minus 3x squared, they cancel out. So I'm just going to put a dot there. And then positive 7x minus positive 9x, so that's the same as saying positive 7x minus 9x, which is negative 2x. Now I'm going to carry the minus 6 down and write it out next to the negative 2x. Again, I'm going to use my highest degree in both of my expressions and I'm going to divide them. So now I'm going to have minus 2x, so it's this minus 2x divided by x, and minus 2x divided by x is negative 2, so that's a constant, so I'm going to put that in my constant column. Now I'm going to take that negative 2 and I'm going to multiply it with both of these terms. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Now with long division, I'm going to subtract. So that means that I'm going to put a little subtraction sign and put it in brackets so that it changes both the signs. Minus 2x minus minus 2x, which is the same as minus 2x plus 2x, cancels out. Minus 6 minus minus 6, which is minus 6 plus 6, cancels out. So now I'll have no remainder. So therefore, I would be able to say that the 3x squared plus 7x minus 6, which was my trinomial, is now factorized as what I divided in and what I got as a result. So I could now say, therefore, that 3x squared plus 7x minus 6 could be factorized as x plus 3 multiplied with 3x minus 2. Now I have 2x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 6, and that is being divided by this x plus 1 outside. I'm going to start this process the exact same way. So I take my highest degree there of my first expression, my highest degree of my second expression, and I'm going to divide them. So 2x cubed divided by x is 2x squared. And that I'm going to put in my squared column. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2x squared and I'm going to multiply it with both of the terms that I have. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed, and 2x squared times positive 1 is positive 2x squared. Long division, I subtract. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is nothing, so it cancels out. And minus 2x squared minus positive 2x squared, which is minus 2x squared minus 2x squared, which is negative 4x squared. Now I'm going to take my negative 10x and I'm going to carry it down. So I carry down my negative 10x. Now what I do is I take the highest degree of this expression and I divide it by the highest degree of the other expression again. So minus 4x squared divided by x is negative 4x. Now I'm going to take that negative 4x and I'm going to re-multiply it with these two expressions, or with these two terms. Minus 4x times x is negative 4x squared, and minus 4x times positive 1 is negative 4x. Long division, I'm going to subtract. So now I have minus 4x squared minus minus 4x squared, which is minus 4x squared plus 4x squared, cancels out. Minus 10x minus minus 4x, which is minus 10x plus 4x, which is negative 6x. Now I'm going to carry down my negative 6. I take again my highest degree of my one expression and I'm going to divide it with the highest degree of the second expression. So minus 6x divided by x is negative 6. I then take that negative 6 and I'm going to multiply it again with both of these terms. So I have minus 6 times x, which is negative 6x. And I have negative 6 times positive 1, which is negative 6. Long division, I'm going to subtract. So minus 6x minus minus 6x, which is minus 6x plus 6x. So those are going to cancel. Minus 6x minus minus 6x minus 6x plus 6x, they also cancel. So that means, therefore, that I have no remainder to this. So my answer, when I factorize 2x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 6, is what I divided by, which is a factor, x plus 1, and then I have 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. So I would therefore be able to say that 2x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 6 would factorize into x plus 1, which was outside, and my answer at the top, which was 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. Now I would then be able to look at this trinomial over here and I would be able to factorize this trinomial further. I would take out the common because I can see that there's a common in that trinomial of 2. So I'll just put it outside the bracket, x plus 1. So that 2 came from that trinomial and I'd be left with inside the bracket x squared minus 2x minus 3. Keep my common, x plus 1 into that trinomial would now be able to be factorized into these two brackets of x minus 3, x plus 1. So then I'd be able to clean it up, put the x plus 1s together, square it, and I would be able to find my x-intercepts like that.